Hello boys and girls, now we are on with hopefully focused webcam. Welcome to the stream of Dwarf Fortress Abbeydent. Hello Veldy and Kay. So last session was really drunk, I can hardly remember what we did, but I remember we have started building the royal hall here. So that's something we will continue with. Yeah, this western wall, eastern wall still needs to be reconstructed. And hello Yugoslavenka. Today it took me really long until I started streaming. It was an extremely busy day at work. I came home very late and I had to take a nap, and it took longer than expected or anticipated. So that's only now that minutes ago I only woke up and realized, yeah, I should move on with Abbeydent. Okay, says drunk on what? Nagi, just wine. No, yesterday it was wine, beer and whiskey. And I slept so uneasy. My neck is so stiff until now. It's terrible. Can't turn my head properly to the side. All right. Well, yes. Another thing we did last session was start building the magma pump trap. Here we go. Several other, one other magma pump can be built, and we wait eagerly until these guys take away these stones. Yes, it was a Scotch single malt I drank. The brand was called Tamdu 12 years old Tamdu. I think these bridges are already linked and we already tested them. Yes, I think now is the time to relax, really. How was your days, guys? I hope pretty well. Windows. Perhaps we can move the Windows stockpile. Ragabash says, Nagi, have you considered growing a beard? Yes, I have. Problem is, my facial hair doesn't really grow at the rate which would be needed for a nice full beard. So I keep it trimmed, but mostly I'm lazy also to trim it. So I'm currently in a state of a somewhat Um, Cog wants to join Citizen, not only for study, but just become a proper citizen, proper citizenship. That's wonderful. Yeah, I usually trim it, and when it starts to look awful, and so, but I think I will never really grow. My dream as a teenager was to grow a real big beard like Johannes Brahms had, this composer. He had this, but it took him ages to grow that, as I read in his biography. He was also too keen to grow a beard and had a hard time making it. Now, but hey, we have a dwarven caravan spawning in the north. Excellent. So yes, I keep it neatly trimmed mostly when I care about myself. For example, for the past 10 or 12 days, I didn't really touch it, and it didn't. Well, it grew slightly off shape. Anyway, caravan arrived, and we will trade and move some goods. So, food pot. Oi. I think we can easily give off this many. Then many of the finished goods bins should contain tattered clothes which we want to get rid of. And there are some goblets as well. We will dump some musical instruments on them. We will keep the masterwork instruments. Here we have the tattered clothes. I don't even know what this is. Headscarf. Oh, legendary headscarf. Oh, you probably can't sell it. Got some quivers. Backpacks. Now these are musical instrument pieces. I'll keep them. Yeah, this is some goblet rollers. I think we can sell most of the choirs. Keep only masterwork choirs. There are some crafts. I think these are some things the elven caravan left behind. Large cut gems we can sell. Okay, it's enough for now. We will see what they need once their diplomat arrives. Let's follow their wagon. Nerian says the only thing I don't like about Northern European countries is that they drink too much. Yes, I've read the Icelanders and Finns, they drink a lot. I don't know about Norwegians, because in Norwegian I think the getting alcohol is really complicated, isn't it? It's very expensive there. In Denmark as well. Ragabai says, I don't know how many is too much. I'm from Poland. Hey. You really like to drink a lot, yeah. Let's take a look at our map, our trap here. Yes, look, the pumps can now be built. Oh, there should be access to this pump as well. They could access the pump from the bottom. So we need 3 more stones to be hauled. Let's check on our masons whether they are they still have empty stockpiles. Yeah, okay. You were now watching yesterday's stream, seeing me drunk there. It's not nice. Well, what do we want? I figure we shall buy some leather because we are struggling to get enough leather for our musical instruments. So let's order some bins of leather. Order some wood, the usual stuff. Small cut gems, well, oh well, yes, get some. Anvils are always good. Weapons, trading weapons, ammo, copper, digging, body. Order some drinks, so we don't need to brew as much. Meat, fish. Order some fish. We don't have fish. And order the stone which matters. Cages. Nah, it's fine. They bring enough as it is. Can always bring sandbags, some glass, some clay. I think it will be good. Anything else we might have forgotten? What do you say, Kay? Have you ever tried the Dwarf Fortress mobile version, the remote one? Is that a joke? Is there anything like that? I don't think there seriously is. I've heard people that they have Dwarf Fortress running on a server and trying to make a terminal like interface to it so people can play it, but then as far as I know they never got too far, and half of the things in Dwarf Fortress don't even work there. So they need tools. Yeah, they will get lots of instruments. That's good. Satisfied by... actually, tools, they mean... Yeah, musical instruments are essentially tools, aren't they? Aren't they? I don't think they are. Handwear. Tanned hides, not getting any earrings, cut gems. Goblets. Oh yeah, goblets. I think we are fine as it is. It's fine. So what is this? Is possessed. Damn. Well, possessed means he will claim a workshop and make an artifact, but he will not gain any experience making it. You say it's called Dwarf Fortress Remote. Let me quickly see it in the Play Store. Dwarf Fortress Remote, nothing like that, sorry, not in the Play Store. Maybe in the App Store for iPhone, but not for Google. Ah, yes, I remember yesterday we had an accident with Yugoslavenka, seeing her falling off this building. Not seeing her, but she probably fell off this building. So we better build fortifications here so that they no longer do that. Dwarves kept falling from here, and I wasn't really sure how it happens. I thought they just are falling randomly around when they spar, then they fall on the ground, but apparently they've been falling down from here for years now, but nobody really broke anything except for Yugoslavenka, the first one to break her neck. Poor girl. So where is my Gabbro blocks now, eh? Wait a moment. I don't know what he said. I just clicked it away. Wait a moment. I look forward to our meeting. We fall and rise together. Okay. Good thing the stream is delayed. A migrant has arrived, and we have reached our population cap of 150. Hello, Kolf. So, we meet again. Currently, we are having Dwarven caravan for visit, so our dwarves are busy hauling some trade goods. Check up on the trap building progress. Nobody has time for that. Nugget, do you have an email or Discord? I will record a video showing up. Ah, sure. Discord, of course. I'm in Discord. I'm in the Dwarf Fortress Discord. Do you know the Dwarf Fortress channel in Discord? I can share you the link for Dwarf Fortress. How do you do it? Create an instant invite, I guess. Copy. This is one of the chat rooms for Discord. Set link never to expire. I'll put it here in the video description as well, so people watching offline can join it as well. And I also have my own Discord. How do I send how do I actually share my contact with Discord? User settings, I don't know, I'm not so familiar with Discord. Add friend. Maybe I can add you if you have a Discord. I know how to add a friend on Discord, but I don't know how to send off the link to add myself on Discord. So he's claimed a mason's workshop, and he's off to search something, and he's found some stone. Devil says, did Toady release the Ferko says Apple Store description, what's new? Well, yeah, I will Dwarf Fortress remote support. Let's see. Overview support. There should be a forum thread about it somewhere, right? Follow the development. Discuss. Here it is. DF modding, third-party utilities, DF Discord. This is the link. This is the relevant link for the forums. This is where it lives. I'm posting it in the description as well. Well, yes, that's what I meant, this thing. Or not what I meant. I admittedly never really had a thorough look at it because I don't really believe it can be played like that. Posting to hype. Well, play it if you like it. What can I say? The DF remote for iOS. My Armok. Yeah, I see it uses a very nice ASCII tile set. It's very neat. How finished is this? When it will be available and how does it run? You are a wizard, Mifki. Really, really impressive. Hype, hype, hype. So how does this work? Is this a client and a window to a server running Dwarf Fortress, or I can't believe it would be a properly compiled Dwarf Fortress, because Dwarf Fortress source code is closed, so he couldn't possibly have gotten it. It must be running somewhere on the server, and the app is nothing but a view portal into it. Must have a server connection and just something. Dwarf Comics, yes, Cataclysm DDA. That's the other post-apocalyptic roguelike I was thinking about when people kept suggesting some sort of roguelike. Cataclysm, I don't know what DDA stands for, but it's the other thing I have watched Let's Plays of, and I say, oh, it's so complicated. It's like Dwarf Fortress, but without my own without me getting into it. Dark Days Ahead, yeah, DDA. Those abbreviations. Yeah, but it's also a very liked very liked roguelike, very much like a roguelike. Very hard to play, and basically a thing where you can do and make 1,000 things to survive, and if you don't know what, you don't even get the idea. It's like being MacGyver in playing Fallout and being MacGyver for crafting all sorts of instruments and tools out of things you would never thought are important to craft tools from. Devil says, how do I buy you this war of mine? I guess if it's really something I should try and you don't feel like it's waste of money, even if I won't like it, then I warn you, sorry, I will not play it just because it's a gift, but I will happily take a look at it and be thankful if I like it. But it's like this this guy, I think it was Dan or somebody, gave me, what was it, Dominions 4, and it was supposed to be a good turn-based strategy. It is a turn-based strategy. I gave my best. I took like 2 or 3 days and really tried to get into it, and was reading the README and tutorial and watching Let's Plays and try to play it. And I was so overwhelmed, and I found it's, wow. No, I think I just cannot grasp the Dominions for, so I don't play it. So kind of a waste of money donating me that, but at least I tried. There's a new friend invite. I don't know how. Well, I can be found on Steam under my nickname, Nagidal. That's how you find me on Steam. Or if you buy it on GOG, I also have a GOG account. Good old games. Ferko gave me Witcher on GOG, so I'm there as well. All right, if it's worth to you, devils, I'll try it. It's based on a war in your area, so if it hits too close to home, I'll understand. On a war in my area? A war in Middle Germany. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress and Dominions 4 are my two favorite games, says Dwarf Comic. Yeah, I know. In Dwarf, in Dominions 4, I feel almost like, yeah, that there is something of an overwhelming richness of cultures, and it's like each culture has its own challenges, completely innate and very much unlike anything else. Like in Dwarf Fortress, I don't see, in Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode, I don't see, well, if it's any worth, if it's worth at all comparing Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode and Dominions, which is unlike Adventure Mode and at all. But in Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode, I don't. There are many similarities, no matter whether you play an elf, dwarf, or human. The only thing that matters is, well, some basic moving speeds and basic skills or treats, and some the size of armor you can put on, basically. But anything else plays pretty much just like the other. It's more or less just flavor, whether you play a dwarf, elf, or a human. Whereas in Dominions, everything depends on which nation you play, and I feel it also you can connect much more with Dominions 4 if you really know about the real world's history of these nations. I was terrible at history at school, and I don't know almost anything about those guys I'm trying to play there. Look in your Discord, Nagi says. Okay. Ah, yes, there is a friend invite or something. Kay is here. Ah, yes, I can see you. So how do I add you? I think we are already friends. I somehow added you. Hey, I see. Yes, that's the screenshots of the DF app. And you're actually playing it there. Is that your own save game there? No, I saw these snapshot. I saw these screenshots on the app's website. It's if it works and if it's playable and navigatable, more power to the developer. Really. You can add a friend with their Discord tag. There is another one blinking here in friends, but I don't know. Pending. Oh, there is pending. I can see. Ah, yes, pending. Accept. Ah, now I got it. Now I got it. Yeah. All right. I guess we are now connected on Discord. Have you ever tried Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup? No. Roguelike that is quite complex and interesting. Can be run in ASCII, even newly developed. No. No. But speaking of dungeon crawls, I tried Wyvern. Somebody suggested I try Wyvern as a mobile game. I tried it, I installed it, I created an account and tried to play it. But it seems to be okay. It's like an old times mud multi-user dungeon. But I rarely have the time to run it, and so yeah. In Wyvern, it looks like you can really meet your friends in the game and really interact. Your characters can really interact. And dungeon crawl stone soup, I'm not aware of. Let me at least Google it. Roguelike. Hey, dungeon crawl stone soup. That looks nice. Oh, but how do you can even play it in ASCII, which is probably what I would prefer. Filled with dangerous monsters in a quest to find the mystifyingly fabulous orb of Zot. Yuppie the Destroyer. Oh, it's an online thing. Download for Windows, Android, Linux. Wants to know your location? Seriously? Ah, yes. He connected me to Frankfurt, and it's a bad request gateway. Download for Windows. There is this download tiles and console. Yeah, it seems it has very much like Angband-like feel to it. At least the ASCII are very much Angband-like. Zip, download, console tiles. Oh, it looks like I've downloaded it. I can even get it on Google Play Store, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I must charge my phone. My phone is only 3%. Yeah, seeing the title of the page of the web page of Dungeon Crawl, I think I saw it. I stumbled upon it when I was browsing the Play Store of Google and looking for some games I might be interested in, and I think I remember it being in the suggestions, but I never clicked it. So yeah, thanks. Maybe I'll take a look at it. Accept the friend invite on Steam from you. Boy, oh boy. New invites. Dwarf comic and Devil's Advocate. Yay. Alright, and there is one new comment. The Sims 3 comment. Make a dwarf fortress in Sims, says Ryan. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know when I will start playing Sims. Gamma Funk, he's got lots of videos showing it. Aha. That might help. YouTube. I see Quill is featuring it on his channel. Gamma Funk. I'm Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup developer. I see. Yeah, I'll take a look at his channel. Thank you. Is currywurst considered German? Oh yes, it actually is German. It's not only considered German, but it's proudly German. There is a whole story about it in the German Wikipedia article about currywurst, how a woman in Berlin invented it and basically came up with the recipe and made it publicly available and people really liked it. And if you ever visit Wolfsburg, Volkswagen factory, Volkswagen car factory, is famous for the Volkswagen currywurst. They have their own version. It's still currywurst, but it's the currywurst is about this long, and it has about this proud currywurst penis thickness. And they have their own sauce ingredients and their potato chips. So it's the Volkswagen currywurst. It tastes a little bit different as the Berlin is the original Berlin currywurst. So you should try Volkswagen currywurst. And it's, well, I think that the truly original you can only get in the Volkswagen factory canteen, but some other canteens in the city sell Volkswagen currywurst as well. So what do you say, Dwarf? I've been to a BMW plant in Munich. It was cool, yeah. But they don't sell Volkswagen currywurst there, do they? And Hamburg, they say a lady there in... No. I think the true currywurst is really Berlin. I trust the wiki article. They seem to have done some serious historic research on currywurst. And I think it's well, anyway. And I like currywurst. I eat it from time to time. So administrator has created Gabbro statue of Aututmn ions. Dwarf is racing the yak bone bolt. Artwork relates to the masterful yak bone bolt created. What? In Abbeydent in 136? Did we create a masterful bone bolt? And now I see some gift came on Steam. It is encrusted with Gabbro Cabochon's image of smooth pebble. Did we create masterful? It's not even an artifact. It's just a yak bone bolt who was created by Aututmn ions. And Mirmelion, welcome. Mirmelion says currywurst was made by mashing ingredients together that were available in East Berlin when it was occupied. Does the wiki article say so? Due to embargoes and the Berlin Wall, they had a few ingredients left in abundance to create meals. I see. Hi Sven, did your co-workers enjoy? Oh yes, they did. Actually, it's one of the co-workers pointed me to the candy manufactory in Germany, where because I saw this hard candy on his table desk, on his desk, and may I take a couple? And I tasted them, and they were so wonderful. I said, where did you get these from? These are awesome. I said, yeah, I know they are awesome. Handcrafted and all the best ingredients and nothing, no mass production and everything. And so, where for? And I ordered them, and wow, so happy I got them. I started eating them during my vacation. You saw me taking these sweets, and I think I put on some weight due to them. Thanks to them, I think I weigh 2 kilos more than I should, or I would otherwise. But I'm glad that everything, every box, every glass of them I had, I now deposited at work at different table or desks, and at least it makes me know not eating them at home and tuning my consumption of them a little bit down. So they are really good, and they liked me as they liked the sweets. About two co-workers independently told me they are super good sweets, and it was really appreciated. It didn't like much, but a big jar of them, like I don't know how much, maybe 700 milliliter jar. It's quite expensive. It costs like 12 euros, 12.50 or something. So it's not your everyday sweets. It's not like Haribo sweets or whatever, but it's something special, and for the connoisseurs of sweets, it's worth that price. So. What sweets they were? Oh yeah, of course. But I don't think whether they ship to abroad, or whether they are yeah, this is the well, the manufacturer does all sorts of things, not only sweets, but also marmalades, soap, and all sorts of, handcrafted stuff. But I'm not much a fan of that sort of overpriced things. But I think handcrafted candy is something. Why do they actually have their candy? Here. So I'll link you the candy thing. They don't have too many sorts of them, but that's the link. I don't know whether they ship to the outside of Germany. I don't know. But it might be okay without inside European Union. And there was another candy which he recommended me, but I didn't order because they don't have an online shop where to sell it. Let me. The same coworker recommended me a Danish candy manufacturer as well, but I haven't had the time to, or haven't had the chance to buy their products because they don't have an online distribution of them. Well, at least it didn't seem to. Here, this Blåfandbolker is the other. That's the Danish one. But yeah, as I say, they have nice web page where you get the impression of how they are really made, and they seem like to be super traditional and world famous manufactured candy. But they don't have an online sale as far as I can see there, so couldn't order any of those. But maybe next time I'm in Denmark I might make a stop there and try to get some, or if anyone is from Denmark and wishes me to and likes to send me some, I'll happily accept. Okay, so now, yeah, let's get this Steam gift first. This war of mine. You do not play as an elite soldier, rather as a group of civilians trying to survive in a besieged city, struggling with lack of food, medicine, and constant danger from snipers and hostile scavengers. The game provides an experience of war seen from an entirely new angle. A devil's advocate. This is a message. Best wishes. Okay, I accept the gift. Thank you very much, Devils. Add to my library. But we will not get into it today. And sadly, not this weekend either. Because I own my trip to stonecrafting workshop. Maybe I'll become a hobby stonecrafter. Within the last season, frustrated, unable to fight for too long. You see, siege operator, he wants to fight. Is he in a squad? They have unmet needs, really. That's wonderful that my fighters have the need to fight. Talented Marks Dwarf. I see. It's Rusty. Is he even in a squad? Well, my Marks Dwarves are Ingis Bubbin. Is this Ingis Bubbin? Yeah, Bubbin. He is in a squad, he just can't fight. Yeah, that's... You are setting up siege engines? No, I'm not. No, I'm not siege engines. No siege engines yet. And possibly not ever. Let's check about our trade here, whether we have hauled in everything. There is one high wood boot being hauled. So this fortification now should be enough to save the dwarves from falling off. And I don't think we have a replace for Yugoslavenka. We still need a new squad leader for, and Yugoslavenka was Mace Dwarf, I believe. Brass Medicine. Could be that Brass Medicine is Axe Dwarf. I see. Axe Dwarf. We need an Axe Dwarf squad leader. Since Yugoslavenka died. Oh. Military. Sort by squad. Brass Medicine. So who of them would be a good teacher? I see, this guy would be Ablel. Would be a good teacher. So let's make Ablel Miss Zoom. Position. And we need somebody to join them. Somebody to join them. No squad. We have got 31 dwarves who are no squad. Nobody has. Alath has, but Alath is a citizen. Kogan Usan. Kog has joined our. Kog needs something to do. He's a mechanic. He can be a plant processor. He can be a stone detailer. He can be a furnace operator. I don't know what. Bone carver maybe. Give him something to do. He felt enraptured after communing with a deity. So Cog might become a performer at a temple, I think. Is moved by art and natural beauty. Yeah, the bone carver will be. Thinks working hard is an abject idiocy. Cog, you are the perfect scholar. Cog, you will become a scholar and whatever. So Cog actually joined us as a scholar. So Goganus and sage. Ah, he is a sage. Okay. Wonderful. How about making him what deity does he worship? We must see here. Doesn't sage teach perception. Cog is content after discussing disease and fouled water. He has an apprentice, his former apprentice, used to be an apprentice of Muffle. 6 children. Faithful worshipper of Stistras. Well, Tholtic, the nourishing keeper. Those deities are outside of civilization. We don't have a temple for them. Nah. No, we will keep him as a scholar. Yeah, you say you wish siege engines were less buggy. Yes. Is it still the case then the ballista arrows cannot really penetrate anything, or if you just shoot them, whenever they hit something they just drop? They don't really shoot through. They don't really kill and tear apart goblin bodies and stuff like that. So why the hell is nobody? Ah, because it's Ilmenite. Ah, now I see. This is Ilmenite. This is not Gabbro. I'm waiting for Gabbro being hauled, and I'm waiting for the wrong stone. This stone is Ilmenite. Well, of course, then we need an Ilmenite ilmenite thing. Guess we need a workshop dealing with ilmenite. Yeah, Devil says they've been buggy for so long I don't even think of them. Same as me. Well, I remember I have tried ballistas or ballistae in the Gladeheims fortress when we had the retracting bridge with upright spears below, where we have accidentally shot our baron or baroness or whoever it was. Yeah, but we never really had any serious usage, or their usage was just for fun and didn't really make any difference in the sieges. $77 charcoal. Well, we could make we could smelt pig iron. Devil says your nobility has a lot of accidents. It has, especially here in this fortress. I think we have killed 3 barons or 3 dukes or whoever we had appointed. Drop of inaccessible. I wonder what he wanted to store. You can create a Gatling gun. How? Forgotten beast, an enormous feathered tarantula. It has a broad horn and it is slavering. Its pink feathers are downy. Poisonous bite. Feathered tarantula, what a beautiful beast. What a beautiful beast. I would love to kill it. I would love to kill it, but I think we still have the other forgotten beast, haven't we? Sutar. Hey, but it looks like the scaly magma safe forgotten beast is not there yet. Turot, what is this? Quadruped, that's the one we wanted to kill. Oh, so the quadruped is dead. It killed Ebra. Washed jackal. Was that another beast? Wow, this is interesting. Oh, it's dead. The fire safe thing is dead. Guys, I think tomorrow we will actually open ourselves to these, because as far as I can tell, these forgotten beasts are not fire safe. They are not magma safe. Enormous feathered tarantula, poisonous bite. Well, it's fine. You can use your poisonous bite and bite magma and gulp it. And the other forgotten beast is this quadruped, which we wanted to kill anyway and invite to our magma trap. So I think tomorrow we will actually open ourselves to the second level caverns and let these two beasts in. Yes, I think we will do it. And since it's getting very late, I should really save it. I would love to play more today, but I know if I'd play more, then I'd go to bed so late that I couldn't possibly get up at 5, which is what I need to be tomorrow early at work. So I'll wish you all a good night. Thanks for your gifts and input and showing me some apps and games. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Good night.